Hello and welcome to another update video about Mana. It really pumped here overnight UK time, and we came all the way up to 4.33, I think. Now this is not at the previous all-time high at nearly $5, but it was a considerable pump since my last video that I made yesterday, just before we broke through the $4 line. So when we were up here, I said I think we will have difficulties to break the $4 now. And we retraced a little bit, but eventually we actually broke it. Well, now we're back below it, so it was a bit of a fake out as it seems at the moment, but still at the moment this looks like a strong uptrend. Yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. You can take a look here at the fib levels of that latest move to the upside, and you can see that where are we now. So we are currently coming down to the 0.382 fib level here at 395 or 396. So if we really drop below that, first of all we drop below that ascending trend line, and then we can find support here at 384, that's the 0.5 fib level, and below that the golden pocket at 373. So that is also at the previous low here. I would say, at some of these levels you will certainly find some support, or strong support, yeah. And I'm bullish on Mana anyway. So I personally think that if you're interested in Mana, because I had overnight, I've got people commenting again, is it too late to get into Mana now? Then you should consider, and I can't give you financial advice, but maybe consider, if you're interested in this project anyway, and you've made the decision to go in because you like the project, then why not buy dips like these? I mean, we've yesterday come again to 440, or was it here 433? So yeah, overnight. So why not buy these dips? Start the dollar cost average in. But I've been talking about Mana when we were down here after this huge pump to the downside. Well, I talked about Mana before, but after we came down, I did tell you, I expect this to be a bull flag. It then became a more complex bull flag, but we moved out of it, had another bull flag, broke out, and continue our way up here. And this was, all of that was a bullish consolidation after a huge pump to the upside where we were massively overheated, oversold on all, overbought on all time frames, but it was not it was a blow off top here, but overall it then materialized as a bull flag, because we moved down nicely in a channel, and you can always see that when you get a descending channel or a pennant triangle after a move up, then you can identify that, and in my view that was a bull flag. I talked about that, it became longer, and then we broke out. So if you're interested in that project, why do you wait so long until we already again close to new all-time high levels? Maybe start to just dollar cost average in, but I only say that, if you're interested in that project anyway, and if you've made your decision to buy and you just wait for an entry point, personally, I would just wait for these dips then, because there will always be dips. Even if you make new all-time highs, there will always be dips that then might be interesting to buy. Bear in mind, I'm very bullish on Metaverse projects at the moment, especially Mana, and we're currently dropping as we speak. Mana, Sand, Blocktopia, these are the three key ones. Also interested in Network, and Valhalla is also one, but it's very early days for some of these. Mana at least has already a world, that you can enter. You can already try it, you can play it for free, and I think it's growing. It started at some point last year, and the graphics have improved. They're improving it all the time. So that's really, really interesting. It's an interesting concept, and I think they will boom in the next few years anyway. So I'm really bullish on these Metaverse projects. So, sometimes with these as well, because it's so bullish the market, and some things move irrationally, but what is possible, like when you just look at the Shiba Inu chart, what is possible in crypto. So if you're interested in that project anyway, why not start the dollar cost average in, I see it personally, this one here, as a long-term one. Mana is very interesting together with Sand. I'm actually a little bit more bullish on Sand even than Mana, but still Mana is very interesting and is sort of unique as well, and they have the first mover advantage. So yeah, we haven't managed to hold that $4 level, just gave you these retracement levels, and I think we're moving towards them. But at some point I certainly expect us to go higher here and also break that all-time high of $5. Someone asked me to the end of the year, what do I expect? I think we could see anything from 750 onwards. Now that is only speculation at this moment, because these extension levels and anything, they don't give us a time frame, but I would expect, we still have like 6-7 weeks to go to the end of the year. and all of this here happened within just a few weeks. This huge pump from the end of October, sideways consolidation, and at some point this will be over, this sideways consolidation. Maybe it's over already, but we're just retracing again to 390. So yeah, at some point I expect a pump above the all-time high. So any price of that here to buy in is for me good. And to be honest, in the worst case, we can all still play Mana if the price goes down and we're stuck with our Mana tokens. But no, I think we're going to continue to go up. This is bullish. We're breaking out of bullish patterns here, and you know, we are overbought still on the weekly, so bear that in mind. We are overbought on the weekly, so the price can only go up that far. I have to zoom in here, but we overbought on the weekly, still did mention that. So at some point there will be a stronger retracement as well. But if you see long term, I mean, for me, I see these investments in Metaverses long term, but also in my last video I mentioned it's important to have an exit scenario for these as well, because just stay close to it if you're investing in any project. And this is not only true for crypto, it's with anything. If you have an investment, if you carry out an investment, I mean, this is not just like, you know, a snip of a finger and you invest something. Normally you should really consider what you're doing. And if you do that, if you invest in a project, same with stocks and shares, you should stay close to that company. You should see what they are doing. And if you invest in a metaverse like that, in a world, in a game, you know, games, as you know, probably from game consoles, from the PC, you know, whatever, any more traditional games as well, they are popular, and then the popularity drops off when a better one comes out. So this is fast moving, and just because I'm bullish now on these metaverses, if there is a better metaverse coming out than Mana may drop considerably in popularity. So that's important. Why it's important to stay close to it. If you're investing in Mana on an exchange, it might be worth pulling up the stops, you know, with your price increases, just to make sure if the price should drop suddenly at some point, that you can take profits and that you're not losing any money. But yeah, bullish still here on Mana. Incredible project, incredible chart, incredible gains so far. And I hope you liked that update video about Mana. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.